Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We have here an article coming from the Kiev Independent where they are celebrating the assassination attempt on a commander of the strategic bombers on Engels 2 base in Russia. And they're celebrating that someone shot this commander while he was outside in the city, and they are not certain if he's dead or not. Now I'm going to show you this article. We're going to discuss it. I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to show you some a map, actually two maps. So my first question is this: how many Russian assassination attempts of this kind have you heard of in Ukraine? Aside from the successful survival of poisonings. Hey, I'm going to use Great Britain as well. I haven't heard of any assassination. Now, you don't come with those kind of, well, every day is an assassination attempt when they bombard the Ukrainian cities. What are you talking? Shut the fuck up, okay? Fuck up. Now, let's look at this little article here. The Kiev Independent, February 3rd, 2024. That's today. Military intelligence reports assassination attempt on Russian military pilot. Now, this is the pilot. Oleg Stagachev, the crew commander of a Tu-95 strategic bomber. So he's not a commander, he was a commander of a crew commander of the strategic bomber. Was shot in the Russian city of Engels. Ukraine's military intelligence agency reported on. Okay, so this pilot was shot in the city. All right, well, if you think that's right, then clap your hands 3 times. Clap, clap, clap. Okay. Just reporting here. Let's go to see what are the Tu-95s. These are the Tu-95. I think it's called the Bear, isn't it? By NATO. So these are the strategic bombers that when they start flying towards Alaska, and not only, they don't like it a bit. I know. They're just harmless and stupid and old, and we can fuck them up whenever we want. So this was the commander right here of the whole plane with all the crew. Okay, well, whatever. What can you do? Here we have the article. Russia has regularly used the Engels air base. I'm going to show you its location, which is located around 730 kilometers southeast of Moscow and hundreds of kilometers from Ukraine, to attack Ukraine with aircraft carrying cruise missiles. Now, Stagachev, born in 1983, has served at the Engels, so was 40, has served as the Engels air base and has been directly involved in strikes on, there you have it, Ukrainian civilian sites. Okay. All right, well, if they know, they know, right? Well, don't you bring them to justice? Is that how it works? You don't just go and assassinate them? I think if I am accused of committing a crime, I think I might get arrested, right? If they have enough evidence, and then I get indicted, right? Charged, go in front of a judge with, this and this defense and the prosecutors, and then they decide. And then guilty or not guilty. They don't show up at my house and kill me, do they? Oh, that's in civilized world. I forgot. What's civilized? Civilized. They stained that very much. Maybe they didn't have to stain anything. It was like garbage from the very beginning, with just the propaganda telling us that, hey, we lived in civilized free world. Look around what these guys in the civilized world do to the world. And then we're talking. Yeah, it's true. It's true. The military intelligence agency is still clarifying whether Stagachev survived the attack. So they don't know if they should uncork the champagne. And I'm quoting, we remind you that retribution awaits all war criminals. We know your names, addresses, car numbers, usual routes, and habits. This is like the mafia talk. The agency says, remember, when these guys might not like you or might not like some politicians that would refuse to give them aid or promote their garbage, what do you think they will do? They will say, nah, we don't do that. We stopped. I'm clean, man. I'm clean. How is that? It's hard to train an old dog with new habits or something like that. What is this? This is an assassination team. It's an assassination organization. It's like a mafia. We know where you are. We're going to get you. Well, I know some Ukrainians, and not only, might agree with that. But remember, when they will not like you, they will do the same thing. And if you just think that I didn't do anything wrong, they might think you did. And you can't explain. You might think you did not do anything wrong. Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, that's not what they say. Boom. What are you going to do? And when it comes close to you, then immediately you're going to kick into logic. No, and fairness and justice. That's not right. No, don't. Boo! Too late. So remember, things don't come only when they touch you personally. Think a little bit more in the future, ahead of time, abstract, You got to do that. So people who celebrate, yeah, we fight against the Russians. What if the Russians start doing that to you? You're going to call that a crime? Because we are not war criminals. Or they don't are, right? According to whom? To you. Do you think the Russians look at that pilot as being a war criminal? No, they think he's a hero. Why? Because they think he defends the Russians from eastern Ukraine that the Kiev regime was killing, defends them and defends their way of life versus the perverted way of life those guys try to impose through Ukraine or Russia. Maybe they can think that way. Therefore, you guys are the war criminals, not them. As you think of them, no, it's too complicated. Oh, yeah, what is going on? Yeah, I know. It's better to shut people up than debate them with facts, evidence, logic, objectivity. It's hard because you have to acquire those abilities through or skills through work, intellectual work. It's easier to zap, no more opposition. Hoorah! Let's move on. Oh, you are my friend. I don't like you. Right there. All right, so let's see where this military base is. Oh, we found it right here. Right here. So these are where these bombers are located. Well, right here is one, if you see it. Holy moly, I'm going to find you. You can't run, man. You can hide, but you can run, but you can hide. Is that what it is? Where the freak are you? Jesus Christ, Daniel. Retard, right there. Now, that's the one that we saw right there. This is the one. So one of these ones used to be piloted by this war criminal. Correct? Correct. Now where is that located? I'm going to show you. Let's go like this. This is Volga. Okay, and if you go down Volga, you find something else like that right here. Volgograd. This is Stalingrad. I made a video today about Stalingrad as well. And in the big scheme of things, let's make it like this. This is Ukraine right here. Whatever it was. This is the eastern border of Ukraine, which now belongs to Russia. So this is that. Let me take my melon out. You will be happy about that. Well, this is the eastern border that used to be, and not no more, which is right here. So this is Engels base. This is Moscow right here. So it's Bermuda Triangle. So from here, they used to take off, go down here and launch it from here, I guess, or wherever. I don't know the route. I have to tell you that. They say from the Caspian Sea area, but the Caspian Sea area is right here. So then I don't think they fly south and they release it over the Black Sea, maybe. That they have to go over here, over the Black Sea, and go around here. I don't know. I don't want to say I know because I do not know. So, my friends, I can find out, but it's to let other people have those details. And I just take the... So here it is. A pilot killed because he was considered a war criminal. Remember, they act like a criminal organization, assassination hitman. And they are very open to say it. Now, this was a pilot. You can say, well, he was involved directly in the war. Okay, what about Daria Dugina? Didn't they celebrate? Who was that? How about the other guy in Tatarsky, I think it was his name, Tatarsky, the one in St. Petersburg blown up. What about that guy? And again, you remember the guy who was shot dead from behind in that Moscow park? Used to be in charge of one of these Luhansk, Donetsk. He was an official that he was a traitor, and they went over there and shot him in the park. Well, if that's the way, then these guys can show up and destroy whomever they want. They consider the same. If you want to be just, apply the same law and the rule across the board. You can't just pick and choose. I mean, you can, but then you're not just. But if you say, I don't give a shit, then don't cry that Putin invaded you or invaded them. I'm just saying, I mean, if we are supposed to be who's the strongest is right, which the might is right, and it's true, then yeah, okay, good. I'm not crying for that guy. I don't know him. I don't know. I don't care for him. But I'm thinking, these guys, this is what bothers me. These guys in Ukraine will have the means from the West to do the same thing to other people they might not like or deem danger to them in the Western world. I don't even know if that happened already, but I'm waiting. I'm guaranteeing you right now, it's a continuous, that they will do this. At one point, they will start attacking and assassinating Russians, whatever, in the territory of the United Nations. European Union, Jesus Christ. European Union. Or other places. Canada, United States of America, and other places. And then what are you going to say? Oh, that's just? Not really. I mean, there's still some laws, regulations. And remember, when it comes to you, then you don't like it. But before, you're incapable of realizing, wait a second. And right now is that guy, but it could be next time if these guys determine that I should be taken care of. I'm not talking about me. I don't give a fuck. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.